Persistence. Persistence is the skill of chasing something and sticking at something no matter what, no matter the results, the outputs you're getting, the things you're achieving, whether you're making progress, not making progress, whether you're stagnant, whether you're seeing improvements. Persistence is the skill of sticking at something no matter what, because you are dedicated to said task or said goal. Now, the reason this is important is because in every single thing you try in life, whether it be content, fitness, family, a new job, a business, whatever it is, a skill, you will most likely go through many phases for a long time where you are not seeing much or any results. But you know that if you keep going and you stick to it, you can see results in the future. And this is how you win. Alright? A lot of people have heard this famous article. I think it might have been an interview or something, but this was super famous that Amazon didn't make any money for the first 8 years. Most people, if they had a company that didn't make any money after a year, would quit. Most people would quit after a month. Some who are very dedicated might last 6 months. But that is an insane level of dedication to go 8 years without making a single dollar. Now, when I say insane, I don't mean, oh, that's crazy and stupid. I mean insane as in doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Jeff Bezos was building Amazon, doing the same thing, improving, working, long days, long nights, going hard, just sticking to it completely and entirely for 8 years. He was doing the same thing, not the same thing in particular, but the same work with the same goal, with the same dream in his mind for 8 years until it worked. That is the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Jeff Bezos, if he wasn't insane, wouldn't have founded and built Amazon to what it is. You have to become quote unquote insane, because that is where the stacking is. If you say, for instance, alright, for me, right, I don't make much money. I make probably 2 to 3 grand a month from working my jobs. I'm never going to get rich from these jobs, and I very well could blow all my money from my jobs, burn it, I could spend all that money instantly and be continually broke and have a bunch of stuff I don't really need or want. Or every paycheck, every week or 2 weeks when I get paid, I could stack it. I could keep a few hundred, invest a few hundred, do this, save a little bit. And although I might not have that much, I might have a few hundred every couple of weeks, every 2 weeks. After enough years, that becomes thousands. After enough years, that's a deposit for a house. After a few months, I can buy equipment to start that business. After a few months, I was making $800 a month working my 2 weekend days when I wasn't at school, and I was able to buy a laptop, $1,000, camera was $1,000, I was still in school when I bought the camera. I spent probably 3 grand on just camera gear and equipment for YouTube and my laptop, all from just working for 1 or 2 grand a month at best, right? Because you just stack it up. Without seeing any huge results, without seeing any massive improvements to your life, you just stick to a goal, stick to an outcome, stick to something you believe you can get, and without any positive reinforcement of any actual physical progress, you just keep going. You just stick to it because you have the end goal in mind. When I was saving up for my camera, I so many times wanted to spend that money just buying a whole bunch of stuff on Amazon. I could have bought so much random stuff, I could have got food, I could have gone out, I could have done all sorts of different things. But I had to stop myself and continually ask myself, do I want this Amazon order or this thing or this little, thing more than this camera or the laptop? And every time it was the big goal. Every time I realized, well, I actually want this camera or the laptop or this piece of equipment more than I want this random order or this bit of food or this whatever it is. And so I would put the money just towards the goal, and eventually after enough months, I saved up the money and I was able to buy the things I wanted. Insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, and that is how you win. Most people quit, most people stop, most people give up, most people turn around, most people regret their choice and move on to something else without understanding that because they've given up, they've built a habit of quitting, of giving up, and they in their mind believe that when something doesn't work, they should stop because they're doing it wrong and that's a bad thing, and therefore because they've built up this belief, they will never achieve success. They'll never get the things they want because when it gets hard, they believe they're doing something wrong. Their mindset pushes them away from struggle, from repetition, from sticking to things no matter what. Those who stick to things, those who continue, those who show up every day in, day out, no matter what, without stopping, without failing, without missing a day, without missing a beat, they win. The Jeff Bezoses, who built a multi-$100 billion company, he didn't make money for 8 years. Elon Musk, when he first acquired Tesla and was building SpaceX, they were both losing money. He almost went bankrupt and lost both of the companies, and he stuck to it no matter what, endless hours, endless days, endless nights, no matter what, and barely made it. Almost went bankrupt. Almost lost both companies. Everyone you look up to, every athlete, every entrepreneur, every content creator, every businessman, every person in your everyday life you look up to who has achieved anything, stuck to a goal no matter what. And when the ship almost sunk, when it almost all come crashing down, they stuck by it no matter what. The old saying, the captain always goes down with the ship. That's true. Because when you really want it, when you really are about it, you're willing to go down with the ship just for the chance of success. I'm willing to show up every single day for another. I've been posting to YouTube for 2.5 years. I'm willing to show up every single day for another 2.5 years, if that's what it takes, to get the goals that I want, to achieve things I want, to live the life that I want. I'm willing to do that. A lot of people are willing to do that. Are you? That's it. See you guys tomorrow. Check the link in the description for my school community. I really think you guys can gain from that. If you are someone who watches a bunch of my content, you like my message, you want to support me, you want to support yourself on your journey, and you want to support me on my journey, and you want to overall improve and help me build a community of like-minded people chasing greatness, check out the link in the channel description, the channel bio, or the video description. That'll take you to my school community. Check it out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.